An uneasy wait for their long flight home. These Chinese nationals came to Palau as tourists. Now, they're being deported from this popular island destination, arrested for allegedly running an online scam ring from a Chinese-owned downtown hotel. The latest in a slew of organised crime cases here involving people from China or the PRC.
I would say all of the suspects that were arrested are PRC citizens, and the suspects from the other cases are all PRC citizens. It appears that PRC is sending their folks over here to Palau to work in these online scamming centers.
As he begins a second four-year term, the country's president, Surangal Whips Jr., is cracking down on organised crime, acting on a list of foreign nationals to expel. Most on the list are Chinese, suspected of involvement in illegal drugs, money laundering and human trafficking. Whips believes it's part of China's attempts to intimidate his country.
Well, we definitely see an uptick in organized crime coming into Palau. Whether it's the online gaming operations, we've had a record number of drug busts at the airport of Chinese nationals bringing in drugs. These are all issues, I think, that help weaken us as a nation.
Situated in the Western Pacific between the Philippines and the US territory of Guam, Palau says it is no stranger to Chinese tactics. With China as its biggest investor and source of tourists, this small island nation has already gone through rounds of economic incentives and punishments from Beijing, especially because of its relationship with Taiwan. With a population of only 18,000, Palau is one of just 12 countries around the world to officially recognize Taiwan, a self-ruled democracy that China says is part of its sovereign territory. High-level Taiwan officials, including the country's president, have been hosted here, visits that Beijing has made it clear it's not happy about, preferring that Palau cut ties with Taipei and instead establish official diplomatic relations with Beijing. Over the last few years, Palau has been hit by suspected Chinese cyber attacks and regularly records Chinese research vessels entering its exclusive economic zone. The Chinese Communist Party rejects allegations of using organized crime for coercion, but many see a pattern in this region.
Chinese organized crime is not a standalone enterprise about which the Chinese government knows nothing, but it very much is part of China's effort to assert itself, to establish its influence around the region and also around the globe.
Experienced in combating Chinese intimidation, Taiwan has been helping law enforcement here, sharing intelligence and lending manpower to investigations, already leading to arrests of suspected scam ring leaders and money launderers. Refusing to succumb to pressure, these two island nations share a common threat, as well as a determination to decide for themselves who to be friends with. Alex Chen and Rick Glauert in Koror, Palau for TaiwanPlus.